Anne Heche. Part 2.
Okay, I have more to the Anne Heche story. So, the other day I posted a video about Anne Heche's car accident. And then I posted videos of Anne Heche talking about the powers that be and some people that were trying to suppress her and all kinds of goodies like that. But now there's more to the story. So look at these pictures and make sure you pause to look at them and draw your own conclusions. That way no one can say that I'm trying to spread propaganda. It's very coincidental and kind of scary. This is Jackie Walorski, and she was unalived with 2 of her staffers. But what I'd really like to point out is this next picture. Pause to read. There's some really good tidbits in this picture also. And finally, this picture. You really have to pause to read and just take a gander at what these words are saying. There's a lot of very coincidental information here. So I'd really like to know what you guys think. It's kind of scary. So let me know what you think. Love you, bye.
Here is the article that this woman was sharing. I will read the part of it that has to do with Anne Heche. Going from informative to gobsmacking, this transcript shows Security Council members reviewing a classified at the highest level of special importance report compiled by the Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR, about what's publicly reported as Ukrainian diplomatic personnel were involved in a traffic accident in Vienna, in which the driver attempted to flee the scene and refused to be tested for alcohol by police. Austrian police said that a car crashed into a vehicle at a red stoplight in central Vienna on Friday. Austrian newspaper Kronenzeitung cited sources as saying the car that caused the accident was driven by high-ranking diplomats from the Ukrainian embassy, crashing at full speed into a vehicle with 4 German tourists. In viewing the very sparse portions of this classified at the highest level SVR report appended to today's transcript permitted to be openly discussed among various ministries, most glaring to be noticed is an Interpol Russia document about child sex slave trafficking in Eastern Europe, a document critical to notice because it notes Russian child sex trafficking investigators cooperating with an American Christian missionary in the Eastern European nation of Romania named Jackie Walorski, who after returning to the United States and being elected to the U.S. Congress, sponsored the Human Trafficking Prevention, Intervention, and Recovery Act of 2014 and during the past year. The SVR notes in their file about U.S. Congresswoman Walorski that she had been in contact with Hollywood actress Anne Heche, who during past year was making the movie Girl in Room 13 about child sex slavery and trafficking. Equally as critical to notice is this SVR report containing information about vocal Obama-Biden regime critic American journalist Michael Hastings, about whom, in the article Who Killed Michael Hastings? It's noted, early in the morning on June 18, a brand new Mercedes C250 coupe was driving through the Melrose intersection on Highland Avenue in Hollywood when suddenly, out of nowhere, it sped up. According to an eyewitness, the car accelerated rapidly, bounced several times, then fishtailed out of control before it slammed into a palm tree and burst into flames, ejecting its engine some 200 feet away. The reason it's critical to notice the SVR including file information about Michael Hastings in their report is because of what happened on 3rd of August, which was when a car driven by St. Joseph County Republican Party Chair Zachary Potts suddenly crossed the center line of a roadway on a clear day, crashing head-on into the vehicle of Edith Schmucker, killing both of them, along with U.S. Congresswoman Walorski and her communications manager Emma Thompson. Then 2 days later, on 5th of August, the car driven by Hollywood actress Anne Heche suddenly, out of nowhere sped up, crashed into a house, then burst into flames, and saw her dying on 11th of August, quickly after which the Los Angeles Police Department said it would no longer investigate Anne Heche's sudden car crash. Most ominously, This SVR report also references the scientific article Radio Attack Lets Hackers Steal 24 Different Car Models and the Washington Post article What We Know About Car Hacking, the CIA and Those WikiLeaks Claims, wherein it revealed, tucked into WikiLeaks' analysis of a trove of documents allegedly from the Central Intelligence Agency is a stunning line, that the agency has looked into hacking cars, which WikiLeaks asserts could be used to carry out nearly undetectable assassinations. In making its claim, WikiLeaks links to meeting notes from 2014 listing potential mission areas for the CIA's Embedded Devices branch, which includes vehicle systems and QNX. Yoni Heilbronn, the vice president of marketing at Argus Cybersecurity, an automotive security company, said, "The equation is very simple. If it's a computer and it connects to the outside world, then it is hackable." And as to if child sex trafficking investigators U.S. Congresswoman Jackie Walorski and Hollywood actress Anne Heche were victims of the CIA murder device QNX able to carry out nearly undetectable assassinations by taking control of a car to send it across roadways into traffic or speed it up to crash in a fireball explosion, it bears remembering that an assassination order like this would come from Supreme Socialist leader Joe Biden, whom the FBI has already confirmed took naked showers with his young daughter to sexually abuse her. Note, some words and/or phrases appearing in quotes in this report are English language approximations of Russian words/phrases having no exact counterpart. Anne Heche is not the first of Ellen's ex-girlfriends to die in a car crash. Kate Perkoff died at age 23.
Yeah, I'd never lost anybody. I mean, my grandfather died when I was a little girl, but I didn't really know him. I wasn't close, so I didn't really, and I didn't go to the funeral. But my girlfriend had been killed in a car accident, and we were living together at the time. My brother's band was performing, and we had broken up. We had fought a lot. She was trying to get me to come back home. I acted like I couldn't hear her because the music was too loud. I was planning on moving back in. I just was trying to teach her a lesson, and I was staying with some friends. So I just acted like I couldn't hear, and I was being really dismissive of her. She had left before us, and as we were driving home, we saw a car, and it was split in two, and we heard sirens behind us, so it had just happened. Nobody was there yet, and we just kept going. And I found out the next morning that it was her in the car. And so that, of course, made me feel like I should have gone home with her that night. She wouldn't have been with that person. I should have stopped. Maybe she would have, all kinds of things. But a lot of guilt. I think it made me realize how fragile and how easily you can lose somebody. I mean, just literally in an instant, she just was gone.
Serious shit. She was a bitch. I was the original canceled, and I am going to be the original uncanceled. I am uncanceled today.
If you think about all the studios, the TV shows, the films that considered you and then thought, oh wait, there's that Ellen cockblock that we have to consider.
That's right.
Let's just hire Mira Sorvino. When you took her to that movie premiere and you were basically blackballed from that moment on, that's a part of the story.
I hope you like your money, because that's why I broke up with you. Do you like sitting on your piles of cash? Because guess what? It gets you exactly where you are. And by the way, baby, it's what you wanted then, and I hope you're liking it now. Cheers.
It's a house.
Are you sure you're calling from? Is that correct?
That is correct.
What's the emergency there?
A car just went through my neighbor's house.
Okay.
And very fast, because it's like in the second room. And we don't know what.
Okay.
People are just clearing up the stuff here.
So the car went all the way into the house?
Yes. Like 10 feet into the house.
Is there anybody pinned or trapped inside the vehicle?
No.
Are there any hazards like down power lines, vehicles on fire, anything like that?
Not immediate that I can see visually.
Okay. Okay. Now, is it safe for you to get next to the patients?
Somebody is doing that right now. It's
Okay.
not safe because somebody's going there now.
Was anyone thrown out of any of the vehicles?
It doesn't look like it. It's got the flashes on. It's got the door open. We're making communication.
And you said nobody's pinned or trapped. Do we have everybody that was in that house accounted for?
Everybody that was in the house is accounted for, yes.
Okay. How about everybody that was in the vehicle? Are they all accounted for?
We don't know. We just make contact. It looks somebody's opening the back to see if we can access because they're kind of trapped in the front door.
Somebody's trapped by the car?
Inside the car, whoever was driving.
They're trapped in the car?
They get somebody real quick.
We've got lots of help already coming. A lot of help on the way.
You.
Now, can you safely get next to that person that's in the car?
There might be host. Okay, I'm gonna get a hose. It sounds like the person, whoever's trapped inside, might be okay. Right now we're just freaking out about water and the hose. I don't know if my will reach.
You're getting a water hose? Is there something on fire there?
There's smoke. Somebody smelled smoke.
Is the house on fire?
No, not the house. Not the house. Somebody just yelled from the inside. It's water.
Is the car on fire?
Might have smelled water. It might be. I didn't see flames. Somebody just said get water.
Okay, let's go back and find out if that house is on fire.
Okay.
And then we need to find out about that other person that's in the car, whether he's trapped in the car or...
Yeah, he's definitely trapped.
Is he awake? Can you find out if the patient's awake?
Is the patient awake? Yeah, there's a fire. There's a fire, yes.
The house is on fire now?
Yeah.
It's the car that's on fire in the house?
There's fire going in. And there's smoke.
Is there smoke or just fire? I mean, is there fire or just smoke?
I smell smoke. I smell fire.
But it's not on fire? It's just smoke?
The house on fire. I don't see flames. But there's a lot of smoke.
There's a lot of smoke.
There's a lot of smoke. Go this way. I don't know if it'll reach.
What part of the car is smoking?
What is smoking? It's a lot of smoking. It's taking off.
It's on. So is the car catching on fire?
Yes.
Okay.
In the house.
Okay, get everybody out of the house. Can you get that driver out of the car?
No. Well, is there anybody trapped in the car? Is there somebody trapped in the car? Yes. So yeah, there's somebody is trapped in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you.
Okay. Is there anybody else inside? Just the person in the car? Just the person in the car is the only person inside. The smoke is turning really black. It's definitely a big home. It's a big fire. It's a big fire. Okay. I see the fire truck just right here.
Try and get the driver out of the car if we can. But I need you to stay in a safe location. Don't put yourself in any danger.
Yeah. Here comes the paramedic.
Let me know when the fire department's there and taking care of the emergency.
Okay.
front of the car at when you showed up? It was right about here.
That's where the car was?
Pull it tight. What do you got? 43.
8530.
In this picture of rubble after the accident there looks to be a picture of Anne's face within the debris. Strange.
The guy yesterday who was watching it live, oh my God, what just happened? I've never seen anything like this. It was creepy, but this side view is even creepier still, and you again just see the terror and desperation. I mean, it looks like a zombie movie. It is unbelievably creepy. And again, I am not making light of the situation or making fun of this poor woman. I want to know what happened here. What is going on?
Obviously she was still very much alive. She was not burnt and still had her hair. Why wasn't she given oxygen?
Out. Her name's Lynn Michelle, and she explains why it took her a week to break her silence on the ordeal.
It's Lynn Michelle. Still recovering and trying to figure out up from down. It's really, truly overwhelming. You guys have really impacted my life in a very profound way. So thank you so much to everybody, and I will keep you updated.
Lynn previously released a statement through her legal team, her lawyer telling ET, quote, "Miss Michelle is devastated by what happened to her, not only because she and her pets almost lost their lives, but because all of her property, including items of profound sentimental value, were destroyed." Lynn takes a moment to show her dogs who were unharmed in the wreck, but says her pet tortoise is being cared for after being displaced.
That's Bree. And that's Ruben. And they just want to say thank you so much for cheering them on. And my tortoise, my friend Christia is watching my tortoise, so Marley says hi from the valley.
Lynn expresses her gratitude for the love and compassion from around the world.
Question. How does a girl who falls, no actually jumps, eyes wide open, down a rabbit hole, plummeting into chaos come out unchanged? Answer. She doesn't.